Hi, it's Shinar again, and today I'm going to be talking about how to talk to dream characters. So I think I'm going to title this video, How to Talk to Dream Characters 101. So, talking to dream characters is, again, it's one of the most interesting aspects of lucid dreaming, in my own opinion. But you can really end up wasting a lot of your time on characters, so these are some tips that unfortunately I didn't use at first. So from experience, I now have these tips to give you that will hopefully make your interactions with your dream characters run a lot smoother and have you not waste as much time as I did. Tip number 1 would be, do not announce to all your dream characters that you're having a lucid dream. This is something that you'll probably really want to do in the beginning. You'll really probably want to announce to everybody, hey, we're having a lucid dream and it's so fun and whatever, but most of the time this is not going to end well. At least in my own experience, it never ended well. The dream characters they didn't respond well. They would usually say like, what's wrong with you? We're not dreaming, blah, 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 but I would know that I was dreaming. And on occasion, sometimes they would be actually very supportive. And one example of this is I had a lucid dream where I was in a ballroom and I announced to everybody that we were all dreaming, and they clapped for me, and it was like really cool. But 90% of the time they just don't react too well, and it's time wasted where you could have done something better. So that would be my first tip. Again, if you want to do it, just do it and get it out of your system, but over time just try to stop doing that because it usually just won't result too well. Alright, so tip number 2 is if you're trying to ask dream characters questions, I would say try to steer away from dream characters who just don't seem very intelligent. Sometimes you can ask lucid dream characters questions and they just won't respond well, or they'll be very robotic in the way that they're talking to you, or they just won't provide you with useful information and they just kind of waste your time. So if you find dream characters like that, just try to move on and find a different dream character. So this is where tip number 3 comes in, which is find intelligence. So if your dream characters are just not responding well, try to find a dream character that seems intelligent. And the way that I do this, and in my own experience, is the lucid dream characters that typically seem to have a lot more intelligence and that will provide you with more useful information usually just have a look in their eye. They have a lot more life in them. They don't seem so robotic. They'll be a lot more human-like. So if you find these characters, and normally they always are in your lucid dreams, at least in my case, I usually can always find at least one, then ask those characters those questions and steer away from the ones that seem very robotic. So try to find intelligence. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is don't be rude. So a lot of times if you're trying to ask dream characters questions and they're not responding well, you might want to get mad at them, you get frustrated. I've done that. But again, this does not end well and it's just a waste of time. And if you're being rude to your dream characters, it really is just your subconscious mind, so it's you being rude to yourself. So it doesn't make much sense. So I would say steer away from being rude to your dream characters. Try to be as kind as possible, and again, just try to find a better dream character. That's your best option. So those are my 4 tips on how to talk to dream characters, and I will see you guys next week.